Welcome to day number 4. So glad to have you back. Before we jump into the secret of the day, make sure you are, again, weighing in, listing off all the weigh-ins so far from the challenge in the comments below. That way we can keep track, we know you're seeing progress, or we can reach out and support you if you need extra help. So make sure you do that before you watch the rest of the video. And spread that dang glow, okay? Make sure you're in the comments, you're chatting, you know people's name, you're engaging with people, you're having conversation with the ladies in this challenge. It just makes the world a better place and it gives you more weight loss karma. So make sure you spread your glow today. So secret number 4 is the surprising paradox keeping women fat and stuck. This is a surprising one. So before I lost my 80 pounds and I figured out how to lose weight, this is kind of what my normal diet cycle would look like. I felt like I was stuck on a hamster wheel here. I'd get super motivated to start something, be really excited to go lose weight. I'd get started, see a little bit of results, then I'd have some type of hiccup. Life would get in the way. Maybe I sprained my ankle. Maybe I get sick. Maybe I get busy at work. Something would happen, and then results would slow down. And then while results were slowing down, I'd lose motivation at the same time. So I'm like, oh, it's not working as much. This is too hard. Then I'd get stuck in the suck phase right there, where it's like, this isn't working anymore. What's the point? I can't keep this up. And then I would quit and fall off. And then I would wait to be triggered to want to start again, get my peak motivation, and guess what? Repeat this graph again and again. So this is super frustrating. I was always stuck in this cycle. Literally, I've repeated this cycle dozens and dozens and dozens of times. And the thing that I realized when I finally realized that I was just repeating the same thing over and over again, despite it being different diets, different programs, different workouts, I was still repeating the same patterns. I realized that motivation is like a roller coaster, right? It goes up and down, it's unpredictable, and just as fast as it goes up, it goes down even faster. And so the surprising paradox that's been keeping women fat and stuck is that motivation demotivates. So what does that mean? Well, it means the old way of losing weight, the wrong way of losing weight, was look for motivation, get motivation. Using that motivation, you take action, and then over time, that action is what gets you results. This is the old way of losing weight, okay? And it doesn't work anymore. The new way of losing weight, the right way to lose weight, is you take action, that action shows you the results, and then always seeing results is how you stay motivated. So instead of waiting for motivation to start something or needing motivation to continue going on in your weight loss journey, it's about always seeing results. If you can always see results, wouldn't you always be motivated? Like if you woke up tomorrow, the scales goes down. That's exciting. You wake up tomorrow and your pants fall off because they're so loose. Your skin looks great, right? Your back fat's gone. Your bum is lifted, right? If we always see results, we never have a problem with motivation. And that's where people get it wrong. So it's not about waiting motivation or how do I find motivation. It's about how do I choose the right first action that's going to give me the most immediate results so that I can kickstart my motivation. And then from there, we just keep seeing results and we build up that motivation, no problem. So how do we find that one right first action? Well, there are 3 ways that I like to encourage women to kind of find and keep unlimited motivation. Way number 1, okay, is realizing that motivation is not a thing. Motivation is an emotion, and emotions come and go. Emotions are inconsistent. You can be happy one moment and sad the other, tired one moment, excited the other. And so if motivation is an emotion, you can't rely on consistent results from an inconsistent start. So if motivation is inconsistent, it's going to give us inconsistent results if that's what we keep relying on. So you have to realize that you can act without motivation. It's okay. You don't have to feel like doing it to do it, okay? Act without motivation so you can still move forward, even if you don't act as big or as fast as if you had motivation. So realizing, regardless of what happens, you still have a plan to follow. Follow that plan regardless of how you feel. Knowing that takes the pressure off, because then one day when you don't wake up super excited, it's not like, oh, what's wrong with me? It's like, oh no, Coach Maddie said this was happening. I still got to do what I got to do. Now, thing number 2 is absolutely crazy. This will change your weight loss forever if you listen to this. It is getting more tools in your toolbox. So if a plumber has a fully stocked toolbox, he is ready for whatever job he gets called to. He's ready to fix anything because he's got all the tools with him. Same thing goes for weight loss. If you have all of these tools in your toolbox that prove that you are losing weight, that prove that you are progressing forward, you are more likely to be able to fix the job or fix the scenario or fix what's going on when that motivation isn't there. So that means you have to start racking up your non-scale victories. Keep track of them. Have an evidence book. I tell my ladies that I coach one-on-one, you need to write a list and have a list of evidence that, yes, this is working, so that one day when the scale is not necessarily your best friend, right? When you had a poor sleep, or you're constipated, or you're stressed, or you had a birthday party to go through, and the scale goes up a little bit, we don't freak out and think it's not working and say, screw it, what's the point? Okay, when we have all of these other lists of evidence that show, oh no, it's working. Oh, I'm sleeping better. Oh, my skin looks better. Oh, my nails are better. Oh, my husband gave me a compliment. Oh, my pants are fitting. I feel confident taking pictures, right? Like if we can list off all these non-scale victories, those are all the tools we have in our toolbox to keep going when we don't necessarily have motivation from the scale. So that is a untapped trick that if you use, it will unlock results and unlimited motivation, because you will always find wins. And because too often there's this theory called gap versus gain, and we live in the gap. So there's where you are and where you want to go. But where you want to go can just seem so far sometimes, like I don't even think I can ever get there. And what we do is we live in the gap. We spend our life in the gap. I'm not there yet. I want to be there. Why am I not there? It seems so far away. I'm never going to get there. Oh, I only lost 5 pounds when I have 100 to lose, right? That's living in the gap. You will never, ever be happy in the gap, and you will always run out of motivation in the gap. If you're wondering why you can't be consistent because you just can't stick to something because of motivation, it is because you've literally been living in the gap. So you can no longer live in the gap. You must live in the gain. It is saying, look at how far I've come. Look at all of these wins I've made, not look at what's left to do. If you are constantly excited and proud of how far you've come, it is enough to push you to continue to move forward. If you constantly look at where you are not, it seems too overwhelming. You won't want to go there because it seems like you've never even taken a step forward towards that future. So it will always seem out of your reach. So that is where these non-scale victories stack up, right? It's not, I only lost 1 pound. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe I lost 1 pound. So exciting. I'm 1 pound closer to my goal, instead of, God, I wish I lost 2 pounds. Huge difference, huge mindset shift. Your life will change. This concept can go into every area of your life, with your marriage, with your kids, with your career. So rack up those non-scale victories and start living in the game. Screw the gap. You will never lose weight and reach your goal if you live in the gap. Huge change there, okay? Now, the third thing for tapping and getting unlimited potential is making sure you are only listening to the voice of expertise. Okay, the weight loss industry is saturated with gurus and trainers and coaches who do not know you, who do not know what you've been through, who do not know, what's it like to be a busy mom, right? Kids, career, husband, food, cleaning, blah, 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 while parents, driving around, everything, pets. They don't know. They don't know. And they don't have your best interest in mind. Most of the time, the weight loss industry, guess what? They want to give you a quick fix so you see quick results, but then when you stop, you gain the weight back, so you have to come back and spend more money. That's what they want. So if they do not have your best interest in mind, you cannot trust them. You are a brand new person. You've never been who you are right now in this body. So you cannot go back to a weight loss industry that doesn't have your best interest in mind, who wants to keep you stuck and confused on the diet hamster wheel, and doesn't know what you're about to go through, because you have a new body right now. You've never been this you before. So you can't do what you've tried in the past. It won't work anymore. And so be very careful with who you are taking advice from, and who are you listening to, and who are you let penetrate your bubble of goals and motivation. Okay, because we all have family and friends that will say, oh, just one bite won't hurt, or you don't need to lose weight, right? They'll try to self-sabotage you, not because they're bad people, because you being successful makes them feel bad subconsciously for not being at their goals, right? So friends and family, they're going to self-sabotage you, or they're just really mean and unsupportive straight out, right? Or they offer weird advice that you actually consider, but it's not coming from a good place or a place of knowledge, right? Like if you're talking to your best friend about a new diet and she's telling you try it, but she doesn't have the body you want, we really have to filter the information that we are receiving. You have to learn how to put blinders on, block out motivation, and only take advice from somebody who knows what you're going through, has your best interest in mind, and has done what you were about to do, right? That's why I did it myself. So I can actually share how to do it properly for women who are busy, who struggled for so many years, who tried everything under the sun, who've been tricked, who screwed up their metabolism from dieting so long. Okay, so please, please, please put your blinders on. Do not listen to anybody who is not an expert in your journey. When you do that, when you implement those 3 things, you untap unlimited motivation, and you start looking at motivation as an emotion instead of a thing. Okay, what you do is you see crazy results that are so far beyond just the scale dropping. So Jennifer here, she lost 2 pounds while away on an all-inclusive vacation, and she still ate and drank everything she wanted. That's crazy. And we had Christy go to a Mother's Day lunch and be present with her mom. And we had Liz here. Liz here finally threw out 3 garbage bags of baggy clothes. She donated them. 3 bags of baggy clothes. How good would it feel to purge your closet, ladies? Get rid of those safety clothes. The pair of pants that you always wear because they're the only ones that fit and cover your belly and don't cut into your love handles, right? Like, think big here. That's what this will unlock. We had Salima saying she finally stopped self-sabotaging because she finally stopped repeating that same loop of losing motivation and falling off. Janet fit back into her wedding rings. And Darling said, "You've saved my life." This goes so far beyond weight loss. Do you get what I'm saying? How important this stuff is? And Ishika was able to lose over 30 pounds. And Amy's down over 80 pounds. And Daljeet over 40. Julie over 50. This stuff works. And the good news is it's not like you have to scratch your head and say, what's wrong with me? Why am I not motivated? Why can't I just be consistent? Why do I suck at being disciplined? It's not your fault. You've been living in the gap. Now you know how to live in the game. You've been thinking you need a motivation. Now you know you should be acting without it. And if you rack up the evidence, you're always going to be motivated because it's like, look, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I did this. Look how far I've come. That is the game changer. Your trim task for today is in the comments below. I want you to list off 2 non-scale victories that you have seen so far on this challenge. 2 non-scale victories. I want to start building up that evidence list. I want you to feel excited. I want weight loss to be more than just a number on the scale. It's a lifestyle transformation. It's a mind makeover. So comment 2 non-scale victories below. That is your trim task. And if you haven't already, make sure you download the Trim Trainer to get access to your free 30-day trial. Click the link in the description above. You're going to get access to over 100 different workouts, all pre-programmed to target the specific areas you want, and over 400 delicious, tasty recipes so you never have to worry about what to eat or what to cook the family, or I'm bored, or I don't know if it tastes good, I don't know if it's going to work. It's all done for you. So thank you for tuning in for day 4. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for day 5. Okay, our secret number 5 we're going to go over is the weight loss cheat code they don't want you to know. I will see you then.